Hi, this is Mrs. Buckner, World Cultures, and I'm coming to you today with an amazing video done by Bryan Babbs. And so he used this for his class in order to understand how do we categorize data in social studies. And so I'm going to use it for mine, but I'm going to overlay my voice so that you can understand how we categorize data in social studies using PEGs. So, how do we categorize data in social studies? So, social studies can look different from year to year, but the common themes are found in all classes, stay the same, and are known as PEGs. This is an acronym for political, economic, geographic, and social. This is a strategy we'll use to categorize social studies data and analyze each cultural region this year. So we'll use this over and over again. And so Mr. Babbs, he had these images to represent the categories political, economic, geographical, and social. So as we're going, I want you to guess which one is used for each, and he'll reveal those things to you as we're going through pegs. So the first one is P, political, having to do with the gaining, seeking, and organizing power, and having to do with events related to the functions of government, making laws, enforcing laws, and interpreting laws. So which image do you think was used for political? You guessed it, the Democratic and Republican Party symbols. Those were the images that are used for to represent political party, the PN pegs. But he also has some other things. Elections, of course, we're having ours this year over our president and laws. So are also a part of P for political in PEGs. So Mr. Babbs did this graphic organizer, and each time we go over the part of the acronym PEGs, we'll put this, he put this in to that graphic organizer. The next one is economic, having to do with how people meet their basic material needs and with the production, distribution, and consumption of goods and services, including such issues as domestic and international trade, monetary policies, and taxation. And which image do you think would be for economic? You guessed it. Money, 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 money. So anything dealing with money will be for the economic part, the E in PEGs. Also, some other things that we associate with economic or the E in PEGs, banks. Of course, this is the image of Wells Fargo, and we know Wells Fargo here in Texas very well. And also jobs. Jobs are a part of the economic part in PEGs. So we went over P and we went over E. Next is G, geographic. And geographical is having to do with the physical environment and geographical setting that impacts people in a given region or their outcome of an historical event, including how it affects resource distribution, political power, social, cultural factors, conservation, and the changing aspects of resource management. And you guessed it, the landforms of the mountains is the image for geographical. Also, some other things, climate. Climate is the weather for a period of time in a region. So climate is also a part of geographical. And rivers, of course, we've talked about that in class, but that's another part of PEGs, the G part of PEGs, geographic. And lastly, is social. having to do with cultural aspects of groups such as language, religion, leisure activity, customs, traditions, food, clothing, population density, immigration, cultural diversity, lifestyle, traditional roles within society, the impact of cultural customs and traditions, etc. And you guessed it, the picture of multicultural people holding hands in different types of dress to show us social or cultural or multiculturalism is the picture or an image for social. Other things in social is dress. Many people have different cultures that dress a similar way at different customs and traditions that they use, rituals, things that you do for that type of culture. All right, so political, economic, geographic, and social are what we call the acronym for PEGs, and what you'll be using all year long through the social studies classes. Once again, I want to thank Bryan Babbs for this wonderful YouTube video. The rest of the video is talking about what his class is doing in order to for them to reinforce pegs. That's not for our class, but I do want to give him credit for making this video and helping us to understand what pegs is. So how do we categorize data in social studies? Pegs, and we'll be using this all school year long. And for the rest of your time in school in history, you'll probably be using these four major themes: political, economic, geographic, and social. All right, this is Mrs. Buckner. Have a great day. Bye.